Welcome back to the course on building an online portfolio, and in this video we will start by designing the format of our online portfolio. So we will start by writing our HTML. So let's start. First we will give this doc type HTML, which will tell our browser that it is an HTML file, and then we will start by HTML tags, and in the HTML tags there will be a head tag, and inside head tag we will define the title of our web page. So let's give it on my portfolio, and after the title we will include our CSS file. This can be done by link tag, not li, link tag. So here you can see link is taking an attribute called relation, which defines that the related file will be a style sheet, and type, which is text.css, and href will take the link. So it's in CSS folder and it is by name styles.css. And before including this file we also have to include our bootstrap CSS file, which can also be linked by the same link tag, and the difference is there, the location will be different. So the name of the bootstrap is bootstrap.min.css. So now you can see that we have included the bootstrap CSS file as well as our own style.cls file. Now we will start by linking our jQuery file. This can be done by the script tag. So we'll write script, and text type is text JavaScript, and then source will be, it's in the scripts folder, and the name of the file is jQuery.js. So you can see that we have included our both the CSS files and the jQuery files. Now we will define a new tag, which is a body tag, and inside body tag our all the commands and attributes will go. So first let's add JavaScript file, that is helper.js. We will add this file at the bottom of our body. This can be done by the help of script tag. So source will be, it is in the scripts folder, and the name is helper.js. It is a good method to include our own JavaScript file at the bottom of the body, so that HTML and CSS are loaded initially and then our JavaScript file is run on the browser. So in our online portfolio we will have 5 different sections. So let's start by formatting those 5 different sections. So first, the top section will be the header section. So we will create a div, and the class will be, the first class will be the bootstrap class, which is container fluid, and the second class separated by space will be header section. And this is our first section, and let's add a comment after this division so that we can be sure that this is the end of the division. So here we will add the comment saying division for header section. And for all of those who don't know what is a div, so let me tell you. In my browser here you can see the bootstrap website. So this whole thing you can see at the top, which is of blue color, this is a division, and you can see we are using a class called container fluid. So suppose if we want a container which takes the full size like this blue, then we have to use container fluid. And suppose we want to leave spaces on the left side like here, and on the right side, then we will have to use a class of bootstrap which is called container. So in our portfolio we will have to use the whole web page, so we are using the class container fluid. So this was the first section of our portfolio. So now let's start by building our second section. So here we will also give the class container fluid because we want the full web page, and by separated by space we will give another class which will be experience section. And again let's add a comment, division for experience section. So this was of the second section. So now let's start creating the third section. It will also take the same class container fluid, and separated by space it will say take another class which is product section. We will build all this class in our future videos. Let's add a comment saying division for project section. Now let's build our fourth section. The classes will be same, and here it will come skills section, and again we will add a comment saying division for skill section. Now let's add the last section for our portfolio, container fluid separated by footer section. This will be the footer of our portfolio. Here we will again add a comment saying division for footer section. So as you can see in this video, we have formatted our web page into 5 different sections. The first is header section, second is extensions, third is projects, fourth is skill section, and the last is the footer section. And from the next video we will start building the header section.